Look, you think I'm gonna give you the crystal to a stranger? You're wrong. I'm gonna be asking the questions. Who are you? Look, kid, if you don't give me that crystal, the universe is gonna die. It will. And to answer your question, you win, honestly. Because I'm not gonna try to argue with you. I am Thunderstorm. But apparently, through that portal, somehow I'm not at home. Which means I must be in another world. Your world, whatever this world is. Huh, so that's who you are. That's right. I saw your face before. You're the one I saw from 2 years ago who killed everybody. But you have the power to time travel. That means... not a good word though. That means then the multiverse brought you here. Look, I'm still not going to give you the crystal, but I do want to talk. Sit down as friends, maybe bond a little bit, ask you a lot of questions. Are you okay with that? I'm fine with it, but I wouldn't consider us friends yet. As long as I get to sit down from all this interdimensional travel, I'm cool with talking to you. Maybe you can explain to me where I am and what the multiverse is and how you know me. Now look, I know we're not friends yet, but there's something I want to ask you. How did you get here when you first were at your world? Can you explain that to me by any chance? I can explain it to you. It all started with this thing. That. That thing has the ability to warp back time. And when I did use it to warp back time, it had a curious effect on it. I didn't know what it was like, but what I did know is that when I used it to stab, just randomly, it opened the portal, and I didn't know where I was being taken to. So I thought a villain or something dangerous was gonna come through. So to prevent it, I had to see what was on the other side. And that's how I got brought here. I should tell you as well, if you're a man who time travels, it is very dangerous and could have severe consequences. But this thing is how I got here in the first place. And this is how we're meeting right now. So this thing, interesting. Huh. This thing got you here. You said something about time travel. That's really interesting. I haven't even... I mean, my friend who would talk from that crystal would say that time travel is dangerous as well. No. That would explain why they're here, how they got here. Also, I need your help. My friend also spoke about 2 guys that are coming here. And I think they're already here. if I tell you their names, and I need to learn more about your origin story and whatever has happened in your world so I can decipher all of it. All of this that's going on right now. Because right now, us meeting, it shouldn't be happening. It shouldn't. And I need to find a way to send you home once this is all over, if that's even possible. May I tell you the names of these villains? Go ahead and tell me the names of these villains that you have information on. Also, when you explain to me the names of these villains, I still want to get to tell you my origin story, if that's possible. Brace yourself. I know the names of these villains. I'm going to tell you them now that you said you're ready for them. The names are Algeron and Death Speed. No, that's not possible. They're dead. I killed them. They shouldn't be here. Let me tell you my origin story. Long ago, I had a blade called the Kazuchi blade, and that blade was given to me by the goddess known as Azarath. She was the voice in the tree, in the frozen forest, who would give me that sword if I was worthy. And she did. And that's how I started my journey. But when I destroyed and killed Reverse Thunderstorm, my emotions weren't the same. So I decided that I would time travel, go back in time and resurrect my granddad. Doing that, I didn't like how things were in there. So I decided to undo what I did, to go back in time. And when that happened, things weren't the same. Chaos was created. I didn't know what was happening. But the side effect of me doing this, I lost some memories, and I unleashed a great evil here. Death Speed was not someone to joke about. He was not. Death Speed's goal was to destroy everything, curse everything with the speed of death. Plus, with how fast he is, he can kill you pretty quick. The only way that was possible to stop him was this. I had to destroy all of Death Speed's generators, all of his precious things to him. And I was able to get an encounter with him, quick as I could, to find him. And I managed to stab him with this. But there was one thing, rest assured. There was one other mission I had to do with everything that I have encountered from that year. My job with this relic, I had to destroy a golden orb. And when I did, the universe was free of his grasp. Time was restored, but a year later, I would time travel again to see the future. But all I saw was nothing but a trap. And I left, came back, thinking it was just a dream or a nightmare. But in reality, I was in a prison. A time prison. And within that time prison, I was being controlled to destroy everyone. My friends that I've created, the Storm League. I can't believe it. But as soon as I got free from this villain's control, I found out that Algeron was a time variant of me. But Algeron is also half a dragon and was the first man of a dragon to wield the power of speed and the storms within. Everything similar to what I had. The year after that, or during that year, I was able to defeat Algeron. And at last, everyone was safe. For now, at least. And then, when I got here, I had talked about the origin story of how I got here was I came from a planet which I didn't know that I'd be sent down here to a crater. And the prophecy would tell me that the son of the star wolf would have a boy with lightning and be able to wield that power for superhero use. But the Star Fox Association came here and was looking for that child. His name was Hunter. Hunter McDowell, the son of Starwolf. And he was searching his father for a while until his father told him that he was gone. He did not survive. And Falco came here to neutralize me forever. And when Falco came here, I was able to get my powers back because the side effects of time traveling, I lost a lot of my memory from time traveling back and forth. It was craziness all over. And once we defeated Falco, I was able to become myself. And I was free and made a vow to never time travel again. But I don't know why, but as time passed on, when I was free from Falco, I had finally graduated with my friends at that school. And everyone was at peace. No one could be killed. Nothing happened. Except one thing. I knew the day would come. Armageddon. And I was dead. I got killed and got brought back for some unknown reason. So they gave me a gun and I did the disastrous thing because of time traveling again. Because if I never time traveled in the first place, none of this would have been happening. Algeron would have been created. Death Speed wouldn't be here. None of these villains would have been here. This is my fault. Stranger, I'm sorry. I should have never time traveled in the beginning. I regret that decision ever since. But ever since I picked this back up, the time traveling from it to work back time was faded. It was gone. The only power I had left was to open a portal to here to find you. I think that's what my direction was calling to. But the sad thing is, my world was gone. Just in a heartbeat. Everything faded to shadow. And I was living in the darkness, all alone. No humanity, no civilization, everyone gone. Everyone. I've been trapped in that darkness void in my world for years now, finding a way to restore it. And I couldn't, until one day, this glowed. And it brought me here, finally. Because I started having visions, time visions again. That one day I would find you, and you would give me the crystal. That's why I need it, to save my world and to send back those demons that came here to your world. Look, I don't know what their goals are now, but we need to find out, and I think the only way is your blue crystal. Wow. Man, you've been through a lot, my guy. I'm sorry that you had to go through all that by yourself. Man. But you coming from another planet? Your name is Hunter McDowell. I didn't tell you my name yet. I apologize. They call me Sam, short for Samarias. And I was born on the planet called Zemuria, miles away from Earth. But that now, you, Hunter, it makes sense. How you got here, all of it. I understand what your true goal is. You want the blue gem to restore your world, don't you? But I vowed to never let anyone get this crystal or destroy it. I can't let this happen. I know you want to save your world, I get it, but I need to save mine first. I have to, because if I don't, if this is to be destroyed, our whole universe is at stake. Now, I know now we just learned each other's names and just developed a bond, which I need your help. If we could stop Algeron and Death Speed. Also, you said something about an Armageddon? I'd like to learn more about that from you, which I know you don't have any idea, neither do I, but perhaps maybe if this is over, and if I'm able to travel to different dimensions and restore your world, I will do so. But for right now, we need to locate Algeron and Death Speed. If we can find both of them, we can save our worlds again. And the entire multiverse. And in case you don't know what the multiverse is, that's how you got here with this thing. Whatever they call it. I don't know the name of it, and I don't think you know either, right? Okay. So, the multiverse is infinite, and no one really knows its true origin. But one thing I do know is this. The multiverse is dangerous. And if Algeron and Death Speed got here, I know how they were brought here. I know exactly how. They were brought here by the creators of the Destroyers. And if Algeron and Death Speed are the Destroyers, I know who sent them. And possibly the one who caused the Armageddon in your world. If that happened, he's responsible for sending the Destroyers here. If we find him and stop him, the whole universe would be saved. But I don't know what the consequences would be if that were possible. We need to find that out. If we can find Death Speed and Algeron, we can finish what my friend started. Will you help me? Or will you not? I need an answer from you, Hunter. Help me finish this quest and yours one last time. Please, I'm begging. Badly, from the bottom of my heart. Just feels like old times. Very well, Sam. I'll help you. I will help you finish your friend's quest. There's also a couple more things I want to ask. May I see your sword? I really want to see it so badly. And I want to ask what your friend was like inside this blue gem of yours. I bet you want to see the blade. Here you go, dude. Take a look. My friend's name was the Creator. And he died giving me information. He died on the info that he gave me to explain who Algeron and Death Speed were 2 years back. I miss him. And the two friends I lost this year as well. In the previous years. Everyone that fell. I wish they were here with us. All of them. And I feel like the spirit of my friend Chad, the spirit of Chloe, the spirit of my grandparents, they're inside of me. I feel their presence every day while I'm existing here. Their knowledge, their power, it will not be forgotten. It will be used to my advantage, to give me strength, to fight those villains and protect citizens who cannot defend themselves. This sword has started my journey. I want to ask you a question before we get into the next topic as well. And not sure how we're going to find the founder of the destroyers. We will talk about the topic of the destroyers, what they are, so that way you are caught up to speed on who they are and why we have to find the founder of the destroyers so we can finish this quest one last time together. Good old Kazuchi blade. Even though you broke in my world and you're still around in Sam's world, please do me the favor of not breaking for him and the spirit of my Kazuchi blade. I'm sorry that I broke you. Please forgive me in this time. Thank you for letting me use you for all these years. You were my blade, my companion that would defend me from those forces of evil. Here you go, Sam. I'm giving this blade back to you. Thank you for letting me see your sword. So, your friend died giving you information about me, Algeron, and Deathspeed. I'm very sorry that you had to go through that. Very sorry. It sounded like he was a great friend. I wish I could have met him. All of them. The friends you mentioned. I wish I could have met all of them. The two other names you mentioned, though, I know. They were good kids. I loved them. They were great kids. I'm sorry you had to endure that loss, Sam. Remember, you are not alone. You have friends and myself with you to fight this battle together. I appreciate the kind words, Hunter. Much appreciated. Now, I think our goal is pretty clear, isn't it? At least we became friends now. I'm glad. But we still have no information about who the founder of the Destroyers are. I have no idea who he is. Now that our quest is clear, we still don't know who the founder of the Destroyers are. Wait, what's happening? What's happening?
Hello, old friend. It has been a while.
Is that you?
Indeed it is, my
I saw
friend.
you die. That's not possible.
I am still dead, but I am an echo of the Creator before he died.
Echo?
Indeed I am, my friend.
Man, my friend, it's good to hear your voice again.
And it is good to see you too, Sam.
I need to ask you one last question.
Then ask the question, my friend. I may have an answer.
Do you know who the founder of the Destroyers are?
Never thought you would ask this one, but yes, I do.
And does my friend Hunter have something to do with this mission of ours?
Yes, he does. Is another version of you who also shares the same power as you. My power brought him here.
Intriguing. So you knew about him coming here.
Fate brought you both together.
So tell us, what's the name of the founder of the Destroyers? Who created the Destroyers?
The name of the founder of the Destroyers is Argon.
Did you say Argon? Argon?
Yes, I did.
Devil himself? Know who Argon is? If you do, tell me who he is. I do know who he is. I'll tell you about him when we are preparing for battle. After we defeat these two destroyers before we found them. Now that you're geared up for battle, are you ready.
I am ready for battle, Hunter.
Also, one thing that might help. I have a gift to give you. I don't have much use for them anymore. Maybe you will. I want you to have these. Take them and wear them in these final moments of stopping these destroyers.
A gift. Thank you.
Are you ready, Sam?
I am ready, Hunter.
What we
Let's
started
finish
together? I don't know what destroyer is coming through this portal, but we must be ready.